Dave Roberts now available. First question's from Kirsten Watson. Go ahead.
Dave, what an outing from Julio this afternoon. What really stood out to you from his pitching?
I think the changeup was plus. The fastball was dynamic. He was just first pitch strikes. There was a lot of punch, swing and miss there. Just mixed, and he and Will were just synced up today. So really fun to watch him compete and to get into that eighth inning all the way around. Fantastic.
How would you describe the growth that you've seen in him on the mound, considering last season into this?
Yeah, he just continues to get better. I think that, usage, leverage, now he's a bona fide major league starter. So the routine and kind of continuing to get better each day, from his day-to-day routine, pre-start workout to in-game management. Just the growth has been exponential.
The game opened with a lot of walks. How did you use those to your advantage as you all finished through the end of the game?
Yeah, this guy didn't have good command today, and we took our walks, but I think that we still let him off the hook. We gave away some outs on the bases, but I thought our at-bat quality, swinging at strikes, taking balls was good all throughout the game. But for Will to break it open, actually with the extra insurance run late with the homer, was also played big.
Thanks, Dave.
Next question from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, was it the best you've seen Julio's changeup?
Yeah, I think that, looking back, if you go 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I think that it was really a plus pitch. And over the last couple of years, it just wasn't as consistent as he would have liked. But he's worked really hard to get it back to where it needs to be. And today, it was as good a changeup as you're going to see.
And with that third plus pitch, how high can his ceiling be as a pitcher?
I mean, it can be as high as any top end starter. I think a guy that can miss bats with a few different pitches, commands the fastball, gets left, gets right out, can navigate a lineup 3 times through, which he's shown he can do that. Pitch in leverage and pitch out of leverage. So, there's no ceiling for him.
And then what do you see out of Caneva there in the 9th?
He was good. I was happy that we could get him in there and close that game out with Kenley down, and Blake pitched yesterday. So to get him ready for tomorrow and this series in Oakland, I think is beneficial for all of us. But to get Corey in there and plus fastball, and the curveball was sharp.
Thanks, Dave.
Next question's from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Dave, the last, Will Smith's first 2 starts behind the plate, it's been Bauer, and Bauer talked about being on the same page with him. And now with Julio, you're mentioning he's been on the same page with him. How encouraging is that for Will Smith to be on the same page with those 2 guys?
It's great. I mean, Will's a student of the game, and he's always trying to get better and learn pitchers' strengths and what they feel comfortable doing. And obviously, he and Trevor worked well together. And Austin, I would expect the same thing as they're still learning him. But as far as Julio, they know him. But to see Will work so, surgically with him, and he just received the ball really well today, I would say.
And then with Julio getting through 7 for the first time, what was the conversation like in terms of getting him out there for the 8th?
No, I mean, I thought he felt good. That's as many pitches as he's thrown. I don't think he's ever been into the 8th inning. And the buildup in spring training, it was right around that number. But to try to get him to get 1 hitter in McMahon, that was the only hitter he was going to face, to potentially force a pinch hit. But he got a soft serve single, and that was kind of my thought behind it.
And just zooming out a bit, what are your takeaways, I guess, from this first series?
It was great to win 3 or 4. These guys obviously traditionally play really well here. So to win 3 or 4 was huge. But I think that, there's some things that we can continue to clean up.
What in particular?
There's a lot of things, Jorge.
All right. Thank you, Dick.
Yep.
Next question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Is there a sense of relief a little bit just getting out of Coors after 4 games?
There's always relief when you get out of quarters. I think that our guys do a good job embracing the schedule and coming in here as part of the schedule. But certainly it's taxing. I think that physically, mentally on the players, myself. But it was exciting baseball all the way around, and ultimately to win 3 or 4 here was a good start for our season.
When you say Julio's changeup was so good today, what are we specifically talking about? Was it the movement, the deception, or what?
It was combo. It was a deception. It was the body, the hand speed, and being able to shorten it to get the swing and miss, or what you did a lot of. That was a lot of it, which even plays a plus fastball up even more.
And with Knebel, what we've seen through the spring with him, could he, take down a chunk of your save situations going forward?
I think there's just other. We have there's a few guys that I see taking down saves, and I think that when Kenley is down, to feel that you can trust some other guys in the pen to finish a game, I think that's really important. But yeah, he's in the mix.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Thanks, Dave.